Do you know how there's like a resurgence of like dog movies? Well, it feels like there's a resurgence, or was there even a surgence of penguin movies? Ever since March of the Penguins, we kind of been quiet, but now we have this movie, the Gene Reno one. But yes, the penguin lessons. What can the penguins teach you? Let's find out. Oh, my dog just hit the microphone. Chase Lee Hockey here with the Blue Futon, reviewing the Penguin Lessons. What's about pretty simple premise. Stephen Coolidge, if I'm saying his name wrong, I'm sorry. But anyway, he is in South America now, teaching English to a bunch of kids that are very privileged, if you want to put it that way. They have rich kids, but there's a coup going on in the country. He goes to Paraguay for a week because the coup is occurring. He finds a penguin in the oil. He saves the penguin trying to have sex with a girl, or a lady, if you want to put it that way. But now he's got to bring the penguin back because every police officer in every South American country is like, you're taking the penguin with you. You're taking the penguin with you. And now he's got a penguin friend. What's he going to do with it? Keep it in the school, give it to the zoo. Let's find out. So did I like this film? I thought it was a heartfelt movie through and throughout. It completely did its job. However, this movie could have failed without the right leading actor in Steve Coogan. I know he's British. He's great Alan Partridge movie, absolutely freaking hysterical. But without him, he's also in Tropic Thunder. He's in a bunch of stuff, British comedian. But without him in this movie, I don't think it works. His comedic timing, his deadpan just delivery is to the freaking point, and you really dig it because with his character, there is a lot of dilemmas going on with this coup going on and how all the young people are all about like, trying to not to overthrow the government, but the military coup with the government and things like that. But his backstory proves to a point where it's like, I've already lost too much. I just don't care anymore. And I think that's a good attitude. And people need to realize that, where you see all these hippies doing this Tesla stuff and crap, and you just think like, yeah, I couldn't do that just because of what I have in life. And at a point, when I die, shit's going to stay the same. And he has the same route where it's like, okay, if you burn 3 Teslas, you're going to jail. And what's going to happen? Nothing. You shoot the CEO of a healthcare company, what's going to happen? It's going to stay the same. So at a point, I like his attitude where it's just like, yep, it is what it is. Of course, he tries to do something, but then he realizes, I'm going to do the best I can with what I'm given. So I do like that storyline of what is given, as well as, the Finnish teacher is pretty funny. Jonathan Prince is in this, as Pryce is in there as well. He does a good job as the headmaster. I just think it's a well thought out story. Is it a simplistic one? Yes. And I could say that that's the same thing that occurs with the Gene Reno one, the one that's based in Brazil, if not mistaken, where he befriends a penguin again. This is kind of the same way, except this is an older penguin, and the penguin's like just trying to have a fun time living in the last couple years if he has years left in his life. I do think, though, the whole coup backstory, while it's interesting, I do think it's a little heavy-handed on some scenes with some of the dialogue and what it's trying to prove at a point, because sometimes you just got to be like, yeah, is this more about what's the director and writer actually trying to say? Are you more focused on the penguin lessons, or what the penguin is doing for this guy, for the school, etc.? Are you more focused on the coup background with this girl getting kidnapped? Did that actually occur? I would have to do research because this feels very much like I'm still here, but in a different country. So it could have occurred, absolutely, but I don't know if it occurred with the penguin lesson. I could be wrong, and you could be like, Chase, you are an idiot, and that actually did occur, and that's part of the book. It could be, because the whole part of this book is the author was going through his attic, and he found the footage of the penguin in the pool that's shown in the trailer as well. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to write a book about this experience overall. And so, yes, with that occurring, I got to move the microphone. My dog is like, wants to move. There you go. Good job. But anyway, so there's that storyline. And like I said, it was fine or whatever. And like I said, the Finnish guy, he was there for comic relief too, but he really wasn't needed because Steve Coolidge is such a good job at comic relief where he was just on point on every scene. And when he had to have a heartfelt scene in the bathroom, on the deck, and at the very end of the film, it works through and throughout, and I felt his emotions overall. So overall, The Penguin Lesson, I think it's a heartfelt movie. It does its job through and throughout. Yes, can you say it's predictable and you know exactly what's going to happen? Yes, you know who's going to get kidnapped, who's going to come back, who's going to die, who's going to survive. You get it throughout this movie. But if I had to recommend this one or the Gene Reno one, this one is a lot better. So The Penguin Lessons will receive a 4 out of 5 with Futons, which equals at 80%. Let's see what the critics and news scores gave this one. Critics at 82%, audience score 94%, 71 critics, over 100 audience. Critic consensus. The Penguin Lessons is appealing even if it's curiously elds some disturbing geopolitical history and is elevated by a winning performance by Stephen Coogan, who, with a little help from a lovable pint-sized companion, Coogan. I'm probably saying it wrong. I'm an idiot. Guilty. 80, 82, 94. Chase out here at the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. One of these Futontopia. You Booftonians. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. I'll watch Stay tomorrow week for around the year. We're seeing a freaking one of you. And the craziest thing I've seen with the penguins is not really penguins. It's with seals. Trying to feed seals when I was at where was I at? Oh, Florida. And there's this one seal that like couldn't really as much, and like the loudest gets the most fish. So we were trying the hardest, and I thought that was my right duty, right?